We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Indianapolis Colts. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Rodgers going to come out throwing. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
On play action, now Rodgers. Same target, it's Jacobs again. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. First carry for Josh Jacobs. He'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Good running right there. And this is a man that was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Hey, 626.
Now Rodgers. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Touchdown Bengals. Tyler Boyd, 26 yards. And the Bengals will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're backing off, just running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Now ETN to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Gets it quickly out wide to Thornton. And they'll get it all the way about 5 yards shy of midfield. Last play they got stopped at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So a great throw right there. And what a regular season this rookie had. Piloting this offense, guiding them to a division title. And they get the home date here in round 1 of the playoffs. But Charles, how do you think they'll play it here? Will they run the same kind of wide open offense they've run all season? Or do you think that they'll try and take some pressure off of the young fella?
Oh, I think they're going high, wide, and handsome in this one. I think it's all out, just as they've been doing all year long, because I think if you try and pull it back now a little bit, you're telling that young man you don't have quite as much confidence in him as you professed. So go ahead and continue to run your offense. Do the things that got you here. As so many defensive coaches have told you and me, all gas, no brakes. Let it rip.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. A give running right, ETN. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. ETN once more. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. To throw is Duggan. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Sly able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 2nd to 3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives, and they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a strike opportunity when it's talked about where they were on the field. You're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Second and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
As a touchdown. Incompletions on the first two throws. Has him hovering up, trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get the momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing is Rodgers. Pass taken in by his big tight end. A big play there for Cincinnati. 59 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They fake the give. Now Rodgers on the move to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Now it's 2nd and 10. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second and 10.
Number 50. Hey, you block over here. Number 50. Hey, check 26. Cat 300. Cat 300.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. It's good. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a nice run snap route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. A yard, all they need, but it's 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Fighting for the end zone. Here gets the football. It's out. But this one, fortunately, lined up out of bounds. Thankfully for the offense, Fortuna's bounce here, the fumble goes out of bounds. Because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. Off the option, here's Jacobs. And they will take it on in for Bengals touchdown. Josh Jacobs punching it in from a yard away. And the Bengals are able to add on to that lead. Gold to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. He takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball. But I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can. And that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the 1st down.
Now a throw here. It appears right off the 45.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys
going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Back to 26. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Go to 50. Hey, take 26.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw is Rodgers. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. They were trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Here's Rodgers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Colts will take over here just shy of the 30.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know, they're going to try to get a big play right away and take control of that. Others, they're going to look at a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Here's Duggan to throw. Caught by Woods. His second catch in this wild card game, and he goes for a first down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Throwing, Duggan. This one complete to Scott Miller. And they'll get to it after a gain of 7 to 47.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now 2nd and 3. Duggan looking to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, here's Etienne. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go.
Inside the 10. Inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. An explosive 38-yard pickup. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Etienne. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. That's a gain of 7, and will leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll motion out one of the tight ends. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. Now Rodgers. That's going to be knocked away. Incomplete.
They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here, or just put one into coverage with the crowd throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 25 yards that time. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Just a young one to pick up there. They're bringing up a 2nd and 9. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Go to 50.
Now it's Rodgers. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Let's get some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bend that one away. Make sure they were trying to hit the corner route.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on the line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And they'll go again with ETN. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
3rd and 4. Duggan. A little reach for that one, but can't get it. It's behind him, and it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll send the tight end in motion left. They're going to try and throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Here's a handoff to Jenkins running left. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now a 2nd and 6. Jacobs going to try to mill it. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's going to get that to his running back. Touchdown. Josh Jacobs. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Didn't comfortably
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Duggan will look to throw this. Got a man complete to Miller. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Duggan now to throw. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. He's going to have the Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Operating from the gun, Dugan. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Bengals are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain, or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Jefferson moving in motion left. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Calling a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here, 3rd and 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And able to pick up the 1st across midfield to the 47.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to them. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
26.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, take 26.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
So many times we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
The offense on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is going to be 3rd and 13. That is caught. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And again, it's Rodgers. And this throw incomplete.
This dude.
Over that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. In motion right is Aguilar. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Robbie Gould now to try the field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. The kick by Gould is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jalen Carter getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. To throw is Duggan. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try to throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Dugan. A short throw pulled in by Woods. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Colts first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allow him to convert on 4th and long.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Off the play fake, Dugan. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Okay, ready?
Throwing on 1st down, Dugan. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and a yard. Operating from the gun, Dugan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll run with ETN. And trying to shake free, but ETN cannot. The defense will stop him short. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Colts. Chris Watkins, 27 yards. And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
They'll try and run it here. And he'll get in for the 2 points as that'll cut the lead down from 11 to 9. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Josh Jacobs saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Bengals have extended their lead to 15 now here in the 4th. Gold with the extra point, and that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. On 1st and 10, Dugan. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Boy.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Dugan. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Duggan. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Boy, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now. They'll look to throw again. And he's getting his tight end out of it. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 38-yard line.
That's good for the Colts. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This pass caught. It's Woods. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. All three timeouts still remain. Keep that in mind. They'd prefer to use him on the defensive end. But here's 1st and 10. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. And this is caught for a touchdown. So things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step one, the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if they're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing multiple 2-point plays.
We saw that Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big 2-point conversions. So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big as they'll try to get it to a 1-score game with a 2-point conversion. They're going to try and run. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a 1-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
And this is going to be recovered by the Bengals hands team. And they're going to hang on and win this game. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And nowhere to run in the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Counter play with Jacobs. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And the kick is good. He needed a little from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Duggan to throw. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaughan. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long, everybody.